Hey, good evening. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening. Almost Wednesday morning. Oh man, this one was heavy. This is gonna be a quick video, I promise. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Forsake the things of the earth. They're passing and fleeting. What he's saying there is the things that we're chasing after that aren't going to take us anywhere. Those things that are meaningless at the end of the day. What is meaningful to you in your life? What does your heart call to do? What's the voice saying in you? What does that still small voice say? And you gotta, it might take a little while to get through the voices. Remember, they are a sigil of many. Though they are one, they are many. I'm not going to say their name. No names. But they are many in one. They were sent into swine. Go look at that story. Okay? It's an energetic principle of an enemy that we can't see, that uses vessels as meat puppets. If you can get through the voices within, you will get through the voices without. Calm the sea within you. Christ's miracle, his first miracle, was he turned the water into wine, right? He said, "Let the vessels be filled with water to the brim." Damn near filled over, right? It was overflowing, basically, to the brim, to the top, overflowing, right? These are massive, massive jars. If you've never seen one, um, gosh, I'll have to pull up a picture. And oh man, my phone's full, so I'm having a hard time totally editing right now. I totally need, like, even with cloud and everything, there's not enough space on my phone to, and that's what large cloud, like, man, there's gotta be, I gotta go see the geniuses, ding, and get my phone totally opened up, because yeah, I see, I gotta be editing, like, there's so much more I could actually do that I've actually learned how to do. I just haven't been able to do it due to phone memory restrictions. So outward memory restrictions manifested from inward memory restrictions. I don't know if you people will get, I don't know if people get that, but yeah, we restrict ourselves. Like, see, like, I could have just, like, gone to the Genius Bar already, like, 3 months ago, and got this taken care of and had my memory problem fixed outwardly. And probably, if I would have been thinking on that vibrational level, I would have found a quicker solution to the inward memory problems that I've been having due to just trying to jam pack so many things in here. Oh man, are we there yet? So, Christ's first miracle, he had the vessels filled with water, overflowing, dang near. Sorry, um, sorry, old programming running there. Um, so, the old program always wants to cut in and, like, no, I'll take a dance. I like dancing. I see you're dancing out there, man. Here, I want to cut in. You know what I mean? That old program, man, always trying to come in, man. You gotta be vigilant. But so the vessel's filled with water. Oh man, where do you want to go with this? Like, there's a lot we can do with this. we overflow onto one another. That water is turned into wine. There's another miracle I totally was given, but I totally got stuck on my freaking program for a minute there. See how that works? See how that takes? So, if I was totally thinking on like that vibrational frequency, like if I had, it's man, there's an inner work that totally goes with that. Seriously, working on it, working on it. It's a work in progress, right? Takes lifetimes to obtain. There's a lot. There is a lot. Don't think that because you don't have it, you're not it. You know what I mean? Oh, they got it. I don't. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. It's not how it works. There's a whole process that takes centuries, millenniums. Seriously. Well, I don't even know if I could explain that to everybody, but seriously. So, getting back to it, I'm just being told to stick with the message. Okay. Okay. So if ye then be risen in Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affections on things above, not on things of the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. Excuse me. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. The things of the earth, what do you hold on to? Because they're in the way of that voice. Well, yeah. What is it that we don't need? What filter do you use to view this world? What is your filter? Mine is a filter of trauma, like based around like my childhood and my upbringing, and just, well, this is what it was for me, so you know what I mean? It's got to be like that for, you know what I mean? We see the world through the, like, I don't know, we call them beer goggles on Friday and Saturday night. You know what I mean? And, everything just seems much more appealing. I don't know why. Just stupid. I'm like, I don't know. I don't drink anymore. Like, that's just, yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, and it's not even about that. Everybody goes out and has a few drinks every now and again. It's about what you believe. Do you live what you believe? And that takes, time of going through your program, your own personal program that you've been given from childhood, your glasses, your goggles, You gotta take time to examine them and why they are. The why in life. Why? Why are you? Why do you? Those are two great pretenses to some very great questions. And then you take the law of correspondence and you apply those two questions, even if it's just those two questions, to every aspect of your life. Your spiritual life, your physical life, your mental life, and your emotional life. I don't want to tell him now. I want to tell other people first. And it's not about what I want. Okay. This is the fourfold nature of mankind. Your emotional self, your physical self, your mental self, and your... Well, no, hold on. Let me start over on that. Cause I get them, man, like, the way they come in, it comes in backwards. And you just roll with me here. So, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, and physical health. Okay, these four all rolled in to one. 4 plus 1 comes 5. Because when you combine the 4, then you get a whole new being. Because they're 4 separate beings rolled into one being. This is the one. You. And you. And you. And you. Right? Everybody. This is the fivefold nature of all man, all women, all humans. The light man, the light woman, human. Oh man. You, the human, the crown jewel of all conscious creation in the material existence, or at least in our universe of our known universe, our known multiverse. See, this is a place where multiple realms, multiple dimensions, multiple bodies overlap into one, and they all flow their energy into one focal point, and the fivefold nature, though, it all gets intertwined into one. You got to think about a realm of realms that are multiple realms that are infinite in nature, infinite interiorly, infinite in combination. And equally affected by the environment that oh man, it's 11:11. Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, numbers are really crazy right now. Lots and lots of information lately. It's hard to actually keep it all in one spot. Everything's so compartmentalized. There's so much information with everything. Yeah, this isn't becoming very short. You know what? Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, it's the things that we need to let go of. The things that we know that we don't need. What do we spend our money on? Like, what do we use our energy for? That's what I'm hearing. What are we using our energy for? What are we doing with it? Like, it's not wrong to want things. It's not wrong to desire things. We're here, it's are we in balance with the earth and that around us, and is, you know what I mean? Like, I've lived out of balance of my finances for a long time. Like, it's all I know. But I did see that I did prove to myself that it was obtainable, that financial freedom is obtainable through diligence. Seriously, it's hard. It's not easy. Like, of course, every day we're going to see like 12 things that we freaking want. We're literally going to have a million things that cross our mind that we think we need. But do we really need them at the end of the day? Are they really important? What's important to you? Your family, and at the end of the day, it's, missing them, you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Sometimes we spend too much time with them, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I wish we'd all move out, you know what I mean? But it's about balance. It's about balance. That's what it's all about. It's all about balance. And then, I don't know, what I came to realize as truth for me is the less I need, the less I desire in the world, the more things I have, the more resources I have to give to those who don't know how to manifest those for themselves, to help them up, to love them when, like I was loved, man. Like, I didn't know even how to love myself. I didn't know how to manifest things for myself. I wasn't consciously aware of anything. I wasn't even consciously aware of myself. How could I ever possibly think to be consciously aware of another, even my own children? It was a monster. And I didn't even realize it. But it was all due to imbalance. But now I just see that, man, the more resources I have, the more, I can reach back to help those that are still standing or getting to the point where I was standing. You know what I mean? Those who are heading down that road. I think that's the best way I could give back. And not only them, but to every being on the earth. You know what I mean? Like I learned a specific, you know, I guess, audience that, you know what I mean, that like, you know, a people to, you know, really focus my resources into and my time. But it's everyone. It's everybody we come in contact with. It's all beings. It's even the earth. Even when we're alone, how do we treat ourselves? Are we in balance with ourselves even when we're alone? Do we honor what we say and do and feel in front of others? Do we honor that even when we're alone and no one's watching? Because God knows your heart, because you know your heart. There's no hiding it from you, is there? Is there? Is there any hiding it from you? You can't hide anything from you within you, can you? You can't hide nothing from yourself. But the mind actually can. It's those goggles that we put on. Again, there's those goggles. It's those goggles we put on. It's that lens that we view the world through. I don't know, for me it was like self-righteousness, ego, and man, there was a lot. I had a lot to dig through. And I get it. So like, man, like what better thing to do than to decrease what I need, or decrease what I want, and live by what I need. So the more resources I have, the more I can do for others. Like, I don't know. I literally, I found that I could do exactly what I set out to do. So I quit doing what I had to do and found a quick fix way to get through to what I want to do. Right? Isn't that the whole point of it? Because you want to be happy in what you're doing. You want to make a difference, right? You want to know that you're needed. What does every human being want? They want to be comfortable, but not only that, they want to be needed. They want to give. We have a need to bestow, like our Father does, right? Because we're all God in this world. We have a need to bestow on others. If we don't bestow, we don't feel like we're needed or wanted. Like, and when people, you know, are having a crappy day, like, and they just say, like, it's like, oh man, you know, look at those shoes, man, those shoes are hideous. Holy crap, you see that? And then, like, you look at your shoes and you're just like, yeah, mine aren't so great either. And you start tearing yourself down, like, man, this is like all kinds of stuff that needs to stop, right? It's the same, man, like, everything plays a part. Like, are you who you portray to be? That's what it all boils down to. And then just love, man. Forgive. That's it. Because it can't be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth and love. We have to choose one or the other. Do we want the law or do we want love? Do we want to be right or do we want to be happy? Then there's a balance between the two. Because you can't have logic and reason and then discount them both to just have love, right? You got to have logic, reason, love. You know what I mean? Think of like 4 pillars that hold up the house of the Lord. 4 pillars based upon the 4 attributes or 4 bodies that make up the 5th body, the human being. Think of it as attributes, emanations from the 4 in the 1, making the 5th emanating all 5 from the 1 out into the world manifested. I guess I learned like a long time ago not to say I promise, and I totally said that like just at the beginning. I don't know why. I don't know, you know what, I guess in comparison to a lot of my other videos, this is short, 19 minutes. So, but yeah, we're so much more. There is so much more. Go manifest for yourself. What are you manifesting and why? Why? I think you'll get it. I know you guys will get it. All of you will get it. Find the whys. And find that still, quiet voice. And then balance it with logic. Balance it with sound reason. That of the Father, not viewed through our temporal lens of suffering and pain. This world is so much more than suffering and pain. So much more. What do you believe this world to be? And is it true? Is it really true, or is it just your truth? You know what I mean? Like, we all have this subjective version of the objective version that everybody agrees but disagrees, right? So, like, what do you believe it to be? Because that's what you're judged upon. Do you walk by what you believe? That's all God wants to know. You know what I mean? What you believe to be truth, do you live by it? At least you live by it, because that's what you're judged by. But there are statutes set forth that, you know, in order for you to have what he has, you know, there's a process. It's not easy. It's hard for a reason. But it's worth it. I will say that. So very worth it. I never knew anything but suffering. Like, even when I was having a good time, even when there was pleasure in my life, all I knew was suffering in it. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Like, even though you have momentary pleasure, you're still just in a constant state of suffering. Even, you know, from the time you go to bed to the time you wake up to the time you go back to bed, you just feel like you just do the same thing over and over every day. It's just nothing changes. You know what I mean? It's just one bad thing after another, it seems. You know what I mean? We just go through these spurts, like, it's all the way through. But life doesn't have to be that way. It's only that way because we see it that way. So, I don't know. There's a lot to it. But know that you are God manifested in this world, but only God is God. Believe that for sure and 100%. Only God is God, but there is a piece of God in you that you can personally tap into. And you can go on your own journey with God and find your own place in this world. I can't tell you who you are. Only you can tell me who you are. You have to find that for yourself through your experience. Man, just live in the light, man. Go live in love. Forgive. It doesn't have to be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But we are asked to give what is right. We take what's offered and we give what's right. And we use it. Right? That's it. Like, man, there's like so much in everything. Everything is somebody's art. Art is an expression, a creative expression. What does our Father do? Our Father creates from nothingness, from a world not seen, outward. Namaste, you guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and may the resurrected Christ be alive in you today.